They don't need to know what to do. They need to know how to do it for the agency. Every agency operates differently, so proper training is definitely crucial. Friend Stephen Harrington, Dakota the Diva of Insurance with Agency Performance Partners, going to spend a few minutes today talking about how to successfully onboard a virtual assistant to your agency. I think that this is a very important topic, and we want to make sure that we are setting ourselves as well as our new employee up for success. A lot of you already know that a VA can be a game changer for the agency, but the key to success isn't just finding one, it's how you onboard and integrate them into the team. And if you've ever wondered how to make this happen, this episode's for you. So, step one, we have to define the role before we hire. Before we even bring a VA on board, we need to get a crystal clear vision of what they're going to do. Too often, agencies hire first and then try to figure things out later, and that is definitely a recipe for confusion and wasted time. We need to make a list of the tasks the VA is going to handle, like data entry, policy servicing, client follow-ups, billing, endorsements, etc. And then we need to verify what is a licensed task versus a non-licensed task. The VA should be focusing on admin and support work, so our licensed staff can focus on client-facing activities for the most part. We can also have VAs that are client facing, that answer the phone, they can transfer, do basic billing. Lots of different options are possible. And if the VA is licensed, even better. Lots of things to consider. So, pro tip, create the job description just like you would for an in house employee. And if you can't define the role, you're not ready for a VA. The next step is creating a structured onboarding plan. They need a roadmap, you need a roadmap. Just like we wouldn't throw a new hire into the deep end without training, the same thing applies here. A structured plan helps them ramp up faster and perform efficiently. So, create a 30-day checklist, provide access to the necessary tools for your AMS, CRM, carrier portals, email, chat, etc., and assign somebody as a mentor or a primary contact in case they have questions. We then need to have step by step guides or videos ready for the core processes so they can go back and review them if they forget a step or get stuck. And we should schedule daily check ins for the first 2 weeks and then move them to weekly. We then encourage them to document the processes that they learn for future reference. And a lot of times, our new staff that we're onboarding can make the best processes because they just follow what we are asking them to do. So make sure that we are setting up those training tasks, the milestones, and getting them on board with the training. The next thing we need to do is train them on our systems and workflows. They don't need to know what to do, they need to know how to do it for the agency. Every agency operates differently, so proper training is definitely crucial. We need to walk them through our management system, show them what our expectations of log notes are or logging activities. We need to show them what kind of tasks they're going to need to handle, such as policy changes or endorsements, and where to store documents. We should also have templates set up for emails or renewal reviews and other client communication so they can easily send things out without having to recraft the communication each time. And then we need to train them on the agency's workflows, including where to escalate things. When they handle something themselves, but it gets to a certain point and they're not clear, who does it go to? And how do they know when it's time for them to raise their hand or pass it on to the next person? We also need to have clear communication channels. Slack, Teams, WhatsApp, whatever it may be, whatever we're going to use for our messenger, we need to make sure the whole team uses it. And we should also be holding weekly check ins to discuss priorities or progress. And along the way, if we don't already have one, create that knowledge base so people can look the answers up again. Usually, onboarding your first VA is the hardest because you're creating processes as you go along. After that, you're just going to maintain it and update them if they change. So we need to set clear expectations about response times, availability, etc., and be clear as to what resources are available for them to go back and refer to and when they should be referring to them versus reaching out to somebody else. Another thing to remember is we need to start with the low risk, high impact tasks. When the new employee starts, don't throw everything at them all at once. Instead, have them master a few tasks before adding on more responsibility. Pull a good starting task, such as pulling a report or preparing a renewal review, process endorsements or updates that could handle billing inquiries or follow ups, organizing policy documents or taking things that don't download and manually updating a system, data entry, setting out automated client communications, etc. We need to let them complete one or two tasks, get comfortable with it, review their work, give them some feedback, and remember small wins are going to lead to great gains. So celebrate the small successes. We can then move forward and make sure that we are giving them more tasks as they're getting more confident and comfortable in the ones that they already had. We need to make sure we are also providing clear feedback and performance KPIs or key performance indicators are going to be the key for this. What is the turnaround time that's expected? What is the accuracy rate? What is the response speed, etc.? Then we need to schedule regular check-ins, whether that's bi-weekly or monthly, to review their progress and address any challenges and encourage feedback from other people on the team. How is the VA impacting their workload? How are the processes going? If a VA is struggling with a task, we really need to look at the workflow. We need to take a step back and say, where isn't it clear or where could I do better? And this one is probably the most important part. We need to integrate them fully into our agency's culture. The VA isn't just an outsourced worker, they are part of our team. The more they feel included, the better they perform. And that's the same with just about anybody, my friends. We should be including them in team meetings and virtual events. We should recognize their contributions in the team chats or emails as they're hitting milestones, celebrate it with the team, and encourage collaboration with other team members. We really want to make sure that we are keeping them in the loop as well as other team members in the loop. And as things are changing, we're keeping everybody updated. So we need to be treating our VAs not like a contractor, but like an employee. The more we value them, the more they value us, and the better the results we can receive. So it's important to remember bringing a VA into your agency can drastically improve efficiency, reduce burnout for the in house team, and enhance client service and satisfaction. The key to success isn't just hiring one, it's knowing how to onboard and train them and how to integrate them into our agency and our workflows. And by clearly defining their role, providing structured training, setting up clear communication, and gradually increasing responsibilities, you're going to set the VA as well as your agency up for success. If you've been thinking about outsourcing tasks, now's the time to do it. If you have questions or need help, reach out, give us a shout, catch us online. We would love to connect. I look forward to talking to you all again soon. Thank you so much.